unmute me, and we can unmute Karth as well, because that's how we do things. And then we'll go over here, ladies and gentlemen of the tribe. Welcome back to another Tribe Talks with Karth's head. I might need to readjust your head slightly, Karth. You look, as much as I like your head, I think your head needs to be there. There you go. It would also be kind of good to zoom you out a little bit, truth be told.
Oh, I did zoom in a little bit last. Oh, I did that last time, I think.
No, it's me just trying to zoom you out. It's all good. It's all good.
I don't remember how I live my life.
Just get you looking pretty, buddy. That's all. Just get you looking pretty. There we go. That looks a bit better.
I don't think you have the Photoshop subscription that'll handle that.
Listen, I have a premium subscription to many AI platforms. They can make you look like the most beautiful woman you've ever seen. All right.
That's fair.
Yeah. How you doing, Karth? You okay, buddy?
I'm doing good. I'm doing just fine.
Good. I am also doing just fine, doing fine things. It's been nice and sunny here in Wales this last week, so me and Mrs. Scribbles have been outside enjoying the garden, sitting out in the sun by the fire. It's been cool. It's been chill. It's been a nice time. I've had many a satisfying evening so far, and we've had no GAC, which often leaves me twiddling my thumbs. I'm like, huh.
It does and it doesn't, right? Like,
what does one do?
There's so much going on in the off week where it's just like, it's just more. It's like it's just not as much to look forward to, right? Like I don't look forward to doing TV CMs.
No, neither do I.
The amount to do in game is still equally as high. It's nothing like you're excited about.
It's
like getting
stuff you don't want to do. Like I said, yeah. TB missions. Does that really tickle anyone's ring hole to think? Phase 3 gets me, man.
I like pressing auto.
Phase 3 for me was like 18 CMs and 6 special missions. I'm like, fuck that, bro. Like CG, somebody needs to have a word. Like,
it's pretty rowdy. Well, yeah. I think I don't know how you change that without changing the incentive structure behind certain things.
Yeah,
they would need to have like a certain level of I don't know how they would do it to make some of those phases more tolerable.
Not sure.
It just happens to be that you're hitting phase 3 is like you're hitting Zepho, and you could at the same time as you're doing Kashyyyk, and then everything else. The only thing you could really do is like lower the CMs and double the points.
Yeah.
And that's about my first thought on that one. So
maybe they can come up with a system where you basically do like double or nothing on your CMs. So you sacrifice one CM and you add its points to another CM. But if you fuck up that CM, then you lose out on both. So it's something like that. Yeah, I would quadruple or nothing. Every single mission into one, and I'd be like, right, I'm just going to take
solo go.
take in the Marok army in the mixed zone.
For Tatooine, I would like to put all my CMs onto the Jabba mission and go.
Yeah, auto.
Auto, yes, and I win.
Yeah.
I win, and I win.
If they could do that, that would be. I'd be on board. I'd be on board. I would support it. I would in fact embrace it. So it's more than support it. I feel like they do need to do something about TB, because it becomes a pain. You know, especially with some of the missions just taking so fucking long.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like some of them, it's not about it's not about the fact that you got something to do. It's like some of them just take so damn long. It's like, guys, it's been like 15 minutes on auto and it's still not done. Like, can we just have like a built-in an event ability that's like, hey, if I've attacked the same guy 100 times, like he just instantly defeated?
Yeah.
Like something.
Pretty pleased. That would be it would be very much welcomed by me personally. I would support it. I would hug it. I'd sing it lullabies. I'd be like, yes, thank you, CG, for making my life easier. Now, I know we like to call it Hell Week and stuff, but it's not really a Hell Week, is it? Right? It's like, yeah, you got Conquest going, but if you're endgame, you're done with Conquest after day 1 or 2. You're just hitting that sim button.
Simming it.
That's not really that bad to just be like, I'm just going to refresh. Like the refresh cap on Conquest is annoying. Like, oh, I can only refresh twice, and then I have to sim, and then I can refresh twice, and then I have to sim, and it's like, for fuck's sake. And then you get one round of GAC, right? And then maybe you'll have a raid. It's just, TB is just annoying, I guess. I'm just grumpy about TB. I'm grumpy about TB. I want it to be a better game mode, but there we go. Oh well, Karth. Oh well, maybe.
Asking too much.
Yeah, I don't think we're really gonna see a change up for TB. I don't think TB was even mentioned in their post many moons ago now, where they talked about legacy game modes. I don't think they mentioned TB.
No.
Raids and fleet. I think they said
TB would be fine if we had a cycling goal. Like even if they did like a new unit every quarter or every 6 months or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give you something to go for, and just change the planet that's located on. Like I don't care if it's a phase 4 planet, but just like mix it up. Like, hey, well, we're gonna do one for Mandalore, one for Malachor, one for Hoth or whatever. Just make it worth changing up the strategy, what the hell we're doing, why we're playing the game mode. Because it's like,
yeah,
for the amount of effort that goes into TB, the rewards are really just kind of like underwhelming to a degree. They're not like trash. It's just not, it doesn't get you out of bed.
No.
Like, you're like,
yeah. I mean, it's as well. It's kind of, for me. I look at like raid rewards, and raid rewards are great, but I am kind of over the raid at this point. I'm like, okay.
Whoa!
The shine's off the apple.
Whoa! Hold on.
Whoa!
Let me actually get my mic.
Is this your best Owen Wilson impression? Wow.
No. It's just I would take this raid for their 6 months before I go back to anything else they put out. Like that's all I'm saying. Like I the shine is off the apple 100%, but
yeah,
for what the raid is, I don't make it worse than this.
So you're saying better the devil you know than the devil you don't.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, 100%. Like, am I worried about the next raid? No, I think they learned their lesson. They know what they're doing now. Hopefully, to agree, use those words lightly. But at the same time, I don't want to go back to Naboo. I don't want to go back to Speeder Bike. I don't want to go back to. I mean, I didn't mind Crate once it was kind of like ironed out a little bit, but I don't want to go back to Crate either. I just want to. I like the mechanics.
I'll be okay if we don't go back to Crate. Yeah, I mean, if we're getting a new raid, I would hope it would be a new raid rather than not a new raid. But I'm happy to wait 6 months. It's just also, I like the rewards that I'm getting from the raid. I'm just bored with the Order 66 raid at this point. It's like, okay, we know this raid now. I know what I have to do. I know what to expect. I'll leave it till the last couple of hours to get my 4 teams done once every 6 days.
Yeah.
Pray that I don't miss it, But hey, and that's like when the point I was trying to make is when you compare like TB rewards to raid rewards. Raid rewards are infinitely better than TB rewards, in my opinion. And it's like I can't even be fucked with the raid.
and it's over the same time frame too. That's the part that kills me. It's like it's still every 6 days, but the rewards are just so much better for what you end up getting.
Yeah.
Like, and the only way you can argue that TB is a little bit better is if you have a guild doing a larger amount of the special missions, the get 2 currency income does help with your Kyrotech and their gear farms, which can push it back in the right direction. But you have to be in a guild that's doing that, and for a lot of guilds, that kind of falls out after phase 3 because, I mean, not everyone's going to R8 teams or R9 teams for 30.
It takes a bit of time, right? To build up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's because again, it's not just you, is it? It's you are dependent on your entire guild. That is the other side of it. I mean, it's strictly true of the raid as well, but it's so much easier to get really good rewards in the raid compared to TB. I feel anyway. It's like you can really make very meaningful progress in the raid in a matter of months or even weeks compared to TB, which can take a very, very long time to see proper improvements. Just because you need everybody in the guild, like just unlocking Zepho, It's like you need everybody in the guild, or you need at least 25 capable people to have Cal Kestis, and actually pass the mission. Because whilst it, I'm used to it at this point. Thank you, New One. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Thank you, brother. Whilst I considered the special mission for Braca to be very easy at this point, there's a lot of people that still struggle with it and don't have the mods for it, don't have necessary relic levels, and don't want to place Omicrons, so it's not as reliable. But hey, let me quickly read that message from Neo One. I didn't actually catch it because I was too busy nattering. You just became a grandpa on July 29th? Congratulations, buddy. You're a young grandpa, sir. I just lost Carth's face. Let me fix that. Congratulations, buddy.
He could be an old grandpa. We don't know. We're making some assumptions here.
We are. But he said he's younger than me, and he's become a grandpa. And I would say that I don't consider myself to be too old.
Wow.
We're back to Owen Wilson.
Younger than you, though, and a grandpa. Like,
yeah.
that is a generation of early adopters.
Overachievers.
Damn. It's like you had to have a kid at 15, and then they had to have a kid at 15.
I mean, I'm a little bit older than that.
Listen, I'm trying not to give away your age.
You're trying to be kind. I get it.
Just the math. Yeah. Wow. All right.
Yeah, wow. So I'm going to keep doing that every time now. Welcome to Tribe Talks featuring Owen Wilson. I don't think he'd come on this show, I have a feeling he'd probably ignore the invite.
Probably would.
Yeah, probably. How wild would it be? How wild would it be if he actually did just say, yeah, sure. And it turns out he's a massive Galaxy of Heroes player.
Oh, I mean, that would be interesting. I would really prefer, rolling my dice on that with Sam Witwer over Owen Wilson. But...
Yeah, I don't think we'll get Sam Witwer on either, buddy. But I mean, we could try.
Whoa. I think we could. I just don't think the second mortgage on my house would go over well with the wife to afford.
Oh, right. Okay. Listen, we'll just have to ask him at a Comic-Con or something. Be like, listen, Sam, big fan.
Do you play Galaxy of Heroes?
How much do I have to pay you to play Galaxy of Heroes?
Come on a podcast with a handful of idiots.
Yeah.
And by handful, just the two of us. And discuss Star Wars stuff for a couple hours on a Sunday.
I'm pretty sure that you could not fit you and I in hands. So we are a handful,
True.
So yeah, handful of people. So it's all good. Yeah, it's crazy. Maybe one day we'll have that kind of gravitas or that kind of cheddar to be like, hi, Sam.
Yeah. Just bring them on by.
So, and we won't talk about Starkiller. We'll be like, so, proxy. And I bet he would remember proxy as well.
Oh, yeah. I doubt he would forget. I find it funny that proxy was such a fun part of the first game and then really let down the second one. But
well,
a lot of the narrative of the second game was haphazard in my opinion, but that's just...
Thank you, Neo1, for the $2. Read the previous message. Scribe is 2 months older than me. I had my son at 21 and my grandson was born at 17. Aw, mate. That's awesome, dude. Right. Congratulations, buddy. Congratulations.
That's still crazy, though. It's still crazy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, people be having their babies. They'll be having them babies.
They do.
Yeah.
But just, to be a grandpa in your like late 30s, early 40s, man, that's nuts.
It's overachiever. That's what that is.
Yeah,
overachiever.
It is.
And if there's one thing that they could say about me is that I'm definitely not an overachiever. Lazy, perhaps. Disorganized, absolutely. But, even my hair couldn't be asked to grow. So, that says it all, really.
It really does. It really does.
So, what have you been doing in Swuggo worlds lately, Carl? What have you been getting up to, buddy? R10, a bunch of units randomly?
No, we've been R9ing characters for Datacrons, which is what we've been working on, kind of getting because I've been, the fun fact with the level 3 20% turn meter for every light side ally to the weakest ally is fun, but controlling that is a pain in the butt. And so
Yeah.
Since so many of my characters have high relic investment, it becomes challenging to mod them to make somebody the weakest when it's like, oh well, Zori's only relic 5 and the bros are relic 7, so it's really easy to make this work. And it's just like, just do what I want to do. It was like, everyone's relic 9 for me, boys. So it took way too much effort.
Karth is over here just playing the tiniest fucking violin.
Mm-hmm.
No. It's so hard to have the weakest unit. They're all so strong.
I feel like if I even rub my fingers together, I've crushed the violin.
It's
Maybe
just
the
dust.
violins I'm playing are are what make up the space in between atoms.
Yeah. It's you've reduced them to atoms. That's exactly what happened. Oh god. Yeah, that's proper first world problems, Karth.
Yeah, proper problems right there. But just moving stuff around and getting ready for Datacrons. I do like when we have stuff that impacts turn meter and my favorite stat of defense, because it kind of makes it actually adds some difficulty to the games. A lot of the times when you're just adding raw stats to characters, it doesn't make it that more interesting because, of course, the characters, it just takes that a little extra time to kill them, but most counters are so in the position of, they're going to win anyways. It just takes an extra 30 seconds now. But with defense, it can slow down enough of the counters to make a lot of things more challenging.
Yeah,
so
defense makes a real tangible difference to how matches play out a lot of the time. It is kind of crazy how much it can change matchups. There's things that you're like, what's happening here? Normally half the team is dead at this point, and you're like, I'm doing 600 damage a hit. Why is that? 400% defense on this Kron. Okay.
Well, and the thing is too, is like, you look at that Kron, it's like everyone's going to need to have the attacker Kron with the conversion just to offset what they're going to have to punch through when it comes back around. So it'll be interesting to see how some of that stuff comes about. But most of this week has just been kind of dicking around with Coliseum and getting ready for GAC with Datacrons. The reroll mats go up for sale tomorrow, so I will be using crystals to buy a few pulls of that and then fine tune my Crons after that, because I'm not going to re-roll anything until I can get level 3 mats. So
yeah, that makes sense. We've got a TW coming up as well, haven't we? So get some there. If I sign up.
Hold on. Not to besmirch the good name of my guild, but TW ain't worth rushing it for, man. I just go put that out there.
I'm sweating my way through TB for that, TW for that.
I'm not. Yeah, we usually have somewhere in like the low 30s sign up, and we spend a lot of time beating up kindergartners. So,
are you trying to tell me, Karth, that your guild is filthy sandbaggers?
Oh yeah, we're filthy. We're the filthiest sandbaggers, man.
The filthiest little sandbaggers.
We are sandbaggers that will complain about other guilds sandbagging us when we do the same thing they do. It's just we're rah rah rough about it. But it just I'm not worried about it, right? It's like, if we get somebody great, it's not going to be the difference maker, because there's the other 25 people that sign up, right, aren't going to be rushing the Kron either. So
sure.
I'm not going to rush it for TW. I used to back when I was in a guild that cared more, but now it's just, why would I bother? Don't care. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna. I'll get it. I'm not gonna go in because it would have to be done. The pack goes for sale tomorrow morning, so I have to wake up at like 6 a.m. and then roll Crons before work.
Yeah, nobody wants to do that. Nah, I'm good. Ain't nobody rolling Crons before work. Life's too short. Life's too short for that.
I got other things to do. I'll do it in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So,
anyways,
that
seems fair to me.
That's about it. The fun part actually was the recent changes to Coliseum.
Tier 6 and above, right? Getting a little bit screwy.
Because my happy ass beat tier 6 before the patch on Crate Dragon.
Very nice.
So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go do Crate Dragon. I scored 18% last time with these new era levels. I should be able to get higher. No, I die in the first wave.
Yeah.
Like I'm
the Crate Dragon was like, surprise, motherfucker, and you died.
I'm lucky to post points in the first.
You just need CLS, Han, Chewie, and Chupio, right? Get some hits in.
Yeah. Honestly, is all you can hope for is just to get some punches in before it kills you, and that's it. Because otherwise, you
Dark Trooper, maybe, I don't know.
No, you would need to be CLSing it up because you need the team to kind of carry it through to a degree.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like you need to get the assist and stuff. But I mean, even then, what is it really going to get you? Han shoots first, we assist. All right, I got 1,200 points.
Yeah,
team died.
It's going to be like the relic, the error level delta kicks in, and you're like, I'm doing 75% less damage anyway, so.
Yeah, no, I'm just getting wrecked. Like it's doing nothing right now. So I did actually better this morning because Luke evaded this acid spray, and I was able to get 1% damage.
Oh yeah, big boy numbers. Let's go. Yeah,
but
nice.
I'm actually like relatively okay with the change because I did agree with their synopsis that it was too easy to get through those tiers.
I mean, and everybody's in the same boat as well. It's not like you're disadvantaged compared to other people.
Well,
it's just everybody's in the same boat.
But the thing is, though, is like if you're era level 55 and completing against a character that you should, in theory, be you said it's 7.5% per delta.
Yeah.
It's like so 5 deltas is
30%? 37.5% or whatever. Is that right? Something like that.
Yes.
37.75 or something.
Whatever. Anyways, and you're able to clear tier 6 with an error delta of 5 on the marquee and past that, on the error units, then I think that was getting a little too accessible and too exploitable, and so I think that change was needed. It does just suck that I happened to get there right before because I got to spend another like 2 weeks of just getting wrecked at the crate because there's nothing I can do. Like until I can get Mara to level 70, like I am stuck at this point. But the thing is for the most part is that it will start to spread apart the people that spend and the people that don't, because
definitely
the problem that I ran into like last era was it didn't matter how fast I got to because you're stuck at 55, right? You can't go past that till we get to reserve.
Nobody can go beyond that right now.
It didn't matter how fast I got there. Everybody who spent less than me would catch up eventually within a couple of days, really, to that, because they would just get, make their progress. And so I might get a couple of days of advantage, but then that's it. So them kind of stringing this out a little bit more, I think will be better for that. I just think people are going to be a little upset that they're going to feel like it's going to take longer to get there, which, I mean, that's kind of the intent, though. They have to have a pressure to spend. And if it's too easy to do everything without spending, then there's no incentive and everyone just waits. So,
yeah, I mean, they've definitely been on that whole gravy train of let's try and get people to spend a little bit more money all the time. That's definitely been, ever since the error system came into play, it feels like that's been the underlying driver. It's not even like masses and masses more spending. It is them just trying to slowly incentivize people to just be a little bit more free with their money and add a little bit more juice to the pot all the time.
Just buy the Pass Plus, right? That's all they're really trying to push for with a lot of it, because the Pass Plus alone is
9.
Like, what? 9 error levels.
Yeah. For your units.
That would be enough for the 5-star marquee, which gives you another 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So that got
3.
You like
3.
So that got you just over half of what was available with the marquee event for the first one.
Yeah.
I think there was 21 levels was the total you could purchase. So it's like it's pretty nuts on what they're kind of they're not going to push you hard on to spending. They're just trying to get you to spend a little bit more. But the thing is you only got to do that the first era of the first episode of a new era, because the remaining passes don't give any more levels.
Yep. Yeah. It's
Because
sorry.
the
Go.
calendar gives 104, and so you could buy 21, 125. So if they did give us enough to go to 135, that would be interesting. But I mean, for most people, wholeheartedly unrequired.
It would be nice if they gave you the option just to see what it would be like if you could just have everything at 135, you know? Because, I mean, you can't even do that with the marquees, can you? Like, you can't take all of the units to 135. Or you couldn't, I don't think, last
You could. They fixed it like the last week. They got
did
rid
they?
of the limit on the packs. But at
Okay.
that junction, people were so settled into what they were going to do that they didn't really. Some people did go through and take things to 130 or 135.
Yeah.
But with what's his nuts? Can't think of his name.
Rota?
Yeah. There was very little reason to go crazy, and then the fact that Rada with the air level 125 units, because none of the remaining marquees were Hut Cartel, so that just taking the Hut Cartel units did better than what you could do with the full 135 New Republic team. So I think it'll change this next go around to be a little bit more like, you know, you're going to need to invest into Jar Jar and the 2 Sith units. I think they'll be the leader of the pack and the 135 brigade if you really, really want to push that far. But we'll see. It did get cheaper to get characters closer to the 125 with them putting the materials back into the raid.
Which is nice.
They add I swear they added a era level lockout to the event though.
An era level lockout? What do you mean?
So you have to be a certain era level to do the 5 and 6 star tiers. I want to say that was relatively new.
What, for Darth Jar Jar?
Yeah.
I mean, there's always been an era level requirement to do those tiers. It's not particularly hard though. It's like 110 for tier 6 and obviously you need 125 on each for the tier 7.
I think it was 95. Maybe that's not new then. Okay. I was just thinking it was because it felt odd, but maybe my brain was thinking of the old system because it was 95 for 5 star and I think 110 for 6 star and then 125 for 7 star.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which,
no,
I mean,
they've always had some sort of error level requirement for it. Which, you know, it's kind of what pissed me off originally about the system. I was like, oh man, I have to pay for stuff that I used to just get for free. Granted, you know, you do get relic levels for this. It's like, we are getting free geared units. We are getting free relic levels for this. It's not really free because we're paying for it. Yeah. But, you know.
You're getting parts of it for free.
Yeah.
It's the last little bit you're not getting for free. You could do everything from basically to 110.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? It's 116 is the new free. Well, not free because.
Well, if you go to 5 star, you can take your marquees up to 115. I want to say, which is what's that? Gear 13 or what is it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Which, you know, it's still nice. It's still nice. I think people have very quickly forgotten the fact that in the past you had to gear all your marquee units. People have forgotten about that. Yeah. They're just like, this is the new normal.
Yeah, I get things for free, and they're not. They have a gold border and not the blue border or the red border, and I'm unhappy with that.
The little green border. That it used to have.
So I mean, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out because, of course, there's just so much things that you're like, we're all waiting for Jar Jar. Once Jar Jar releases, that'll be the heavy hitter inside of the game mode for Coliseum, and it's just kind of like, I always try to understand like their incentive to take like everything to 135 because like that's where they make all their money, right? Is the 125 to 135 improvements. It's like a $50-ish a character to go from Relic 4 to Relic 8, which I mean, if you look at the pack value in previous, it's not bad. I just have so many of those mats sitting in my inventory. It's like, why would I pay $50 to do this when I can just wait 2 weeks and get it for free?
Yeah, which is an understandable take. You know, a lot of people just don't want to spend the money, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with, you know, saving your hard-earned cash just a little bit. That's okay.
Yeah.
But hey, that's I'm still kind of curious to see what actually comes when we get the squad arena PvP thing, era PvP,
Oh,
when that
yeah, era
drops.
PvP.
Yeah, because that has to bring something in terms of monetization.
It does. It really does. Because otherwise, what's the point in
Yeah.
doing it if it's just going to be more era currency? People are already just bloated with it. I mean, like I'm not, because I am trying to use it as effectively as I can for gearing up my entire roster, not just the marquees for the
Yeah.
current era. But most people have 100K era currency, or that they're just sitting on it. They get like their 100 servo motors, and then they just sit and wait and do nothing. So
Just stockpile that up. Just hold on to that just for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I don't have that. I think I might be at 60 or 70K. I can't remember right now. But I buy all the era mats every week. I don't buy any more servo motors because I've still got like 200. Although, that being said, I might have spent quite a few of my R10 mats. This last week, I decided to go on a little bit of a spending spree myself, Karth. Not with cash, with materials. So I took 3 Galactic Legends to R10, which was Jabba, C, and JMK. And I took Starkiller to Relic 10. We did that on Friday night because I was just like, hey guys, if we do this, I'll R10 a random unit. And I used my little relic reeler to choose a random character, and it landed on Starkiller. I was like, fucking winning. I'm like, yep, let's go. You're like, this is sus. Trust me.
No, look what it stopped on. I'm gonna spin the wheel of winners right behind this.
Oh no, it landed on Bane. Oh no.
How did that happen? It's me.
No, it was fully legit. And so we took him to R10 as well, and that was kind of fun. So I did drop. What is that? That's 80 servo motors, as well as quite a bit of signal data. But it was fun because I've just not been spending any resources. Well, apart from when we got to the end of this last era, I just like dropped it all on the brand new units to make sure I'm ready for the era battles that are coming out. I was just like, I'd basically not spent anything for 3 months. So I was just like, let's have some fun and invest in some units that could probably deserve to be invested in.
Yeah,
and I did.
I have to keep reminding myself that we have GL requirements in the distance.
Yes.
Like,
I probably should.
I'm like, right. I keep spending relic meds, and I'm like, oh, I got plenty of time to do all these improvements and everything else. And I'm like, yeah, but there's like, there's another 12-ish characters I gotta do relic levels on for the marquee. Not for the marquee, but the
it'll be about 12, wouldn't it? Maybe a little bit less, 10, 11.
8. There's 12. It's 3 more sets of 4. But one of those is almost guaranteed to be a ship, right? Like
it almost always is one ship.
Almost always, one ship in the mix. So
I think there's only been like 2 GLs that haven't had a ship as one of the requirements, and it's probably the Razor Crest. But not that this matters to you, Karth, because you have all the ships.
Yeah.
Most endgame players do, to be fair.
My only real question is how many more R10s, and I'm thinking they're going to do 1 R10 a batch. Like,
okay, yeah.
I
Maybe
would
they will.
not be surprised if they do an R10 a batch.
I wouldn't be terribly surprised, but I also wouldn't be surprised if there's like 1 more R10 and there's just the rest are R9.
Bam is 100% the shoe-in, right? There's no way they don't. They require OG Mando at R10. They're going to require Bam at R10. But my thing is, I think they're going to do the 2 other Grogus at R10 as well.
It would totally make sense to have IG-12 and Grogu and IG-11, right? They are. It's the GL is Mando and Grogu, so why would it not use both? It just makes complete sense. But
that's where my head's at with that one. I'm like, which is also the same time I'm like, I really got to start putting a few Relic 10 mats aside because
and how many R10s are you at now, Karth? It was like 60-ish before, wasn't it?
I want to say I'm close. Let me see. I've got Hot Utils open on the other monitor. Let me see what it says for the player profile. I have to remember where this stupid thing is for the rarity. Where No. I'm so bad at reading Hot Utils dashboard.
I'll forgive you.
Relic 9. Oh, because they haven't updated it for Relic 10. Relic 9 is there.
You'd have to do your own report thingy.
Yeah.
And that'll kick you out the game and everything.
No, it won't.
No, it won't.
The rate feature doesn't kick you out of the game.
Oh, okay. That's fine then.
I'll
That's
just
fair
do
then.
that real quick.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Son, bitch.
64 is where I'm at right now.
God damn. I don't even think I've hit 20 yet. To be fair, I haven't been going willy-nilly with them. I've been like, I don't really need to get a load of R10s. But I have done all of the Galactic Legends, and I've done all of the Journey Guide units that are required for those era battles that we've had. So the Galactic Legends alone is, 10 so far. And then we've had Maul,
Cassian, Rota.
and Rotta, so that's an extra 3. And then I've done like Starkiller and Wampa, and maybe somebody else, I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm around about maybe 16 or something. Something like that, maybe.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's I mean, like we've gone over this multiple times. Like it's the bulkiness is always a give and take on usefulness, because there are times where it's like, yeah, that relic, if you're going against somebody who doesn't have the counter, like, R7 or 8 or 9 or something like that, then yeah, it can go in your favor. But for the most part, we're at a point where most of our opponents are using R8s, and most everything is still fine with that delta of 2 or greater. So all it's really doing is insulating people that are trying to go with like R5 counters versus R9 units. And so at that junction, this is like, me. But again, we'll take this shot across the bow on the GAC discussion real quick, and then just ignore it for another 20 minutes until somebody asks about it, the question in Tribe Talks channel. But if GAC required more teams or anything, then yeah, the depth of your roster might start to matter again. But for right now, there is just so much to use that it's just like.
So here's the proposal. GAC is now, you have to use your entire roster, and you have to beat your opponent's entire roster. That's the new GAC. You can't stop until you've killed every single unit. Team comps now go up 20. To 10.
Top 20 tomorrow, boys.
Yep. I'm definitely being facetious there. I definitely do not want to try and face down people's entire rosters.
I would like 5v5 to at least go to 15 teams, because we already play 15 battles with 3v3.
Yes, you're not wrong.
I would like 5v5 to go to the same board size and have 15 teams, because going from 22 required teams to 30 is going to be enough stress on a lot of players that they're not going to be able to just hold on to everything. And then having my B teams actually be useful and not just, dead weight on a board.
One would hope. Yeah.
One would hope. So I mean, it's a patch. They have a lot of things that they need to address with GAC, but I mean, I just think that to a certain degree, if you want people to play that's competitive and take it, more seriously, just, tack on a new division of Kyber, add another 100 crystals to the payout, and fucking move on with yourself. Add more teams.
I would like 100 more crystals to the payout, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sweat harder, and GAC, give me that moolah, the money. But
yeah, I mean, anyways. Or you could just buy some vaults,
I mean, that's what I do best.
I'm really good at buying vaults, bro. Nobody is as good at me as buying vaults.
I mean, obviously not probably me. Somebody better, but
I haven't bought a vault since I think it was May 4th. Yeah, they had the Madunga Hunga Chunga vault, the double vault.
Yeah, the buy two get one free vault.
Yeah, the $200 one gives you 44,200 crystals.
Yeah,
something like that.
That is my favorite vault. That is my favorite vault.
It's
would love
tasty.
This.
Yeah,
I want it back, because
I want it back.
I get low on crystals again, and I don't like buying vaults when like the deals out there exist for that. And it's like, I'm like, but. And then like I'll cave, I'll buy one, and then like 2 days later, here comes a purchase for a deal for crystals. Like, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I tend to stay away mostly from buying crystals because I can usually keep topped up because I don't go crazy spending crystals these days.
Yeah.
But like the biggest expense for me is obviously getting the marquees up to 6 stars day one. That's where most of my crystals go. The only other thing is refreshing mod energy, refreshing Cantina and
Well,
Colosseum.
mine gets chewed up on Conquest and reroll mats for the Mark III. That's where I lose a lot of my crystals.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, when I'm feeling down and I need to just see if RNG
cheer myself up.
will bless me one day when the arrow mags and impulse detectors for crystals come around.
Oh yeah, the 500 crystal pack. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll slap down 5,000 crystals or 10,000 crystals and buy those out.
A little bit of retail therapy for you.
Yeah, when I'm feeling low. But that's the biggest thing for me is Conquest, because usually, depending on the set and if it's like worth chasing, I'll go usually for the first 7 days. I'll spend 1,000 crystals a day on refreshes, and then when the reroll mats come out, usually I buy 10 packs of the reroll material. So that usually that's usually blows me about 20,000 crystals right there.
Yeah.
Which if I'm not too bad about everything else, I can kind of bring that number back up and with GAC and stuff like that, because I think the average player you earn like what 20K in a month.
What you're talking about? Somebody that's sort of topping Fleet Arena and is maybe a Kaiba GAC player and just does their dailies and stuff like that. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's about that much. Yeah.
If I remember correctly, it's a surprising number of income. It's just that we spend it on so many things.
Yes, yeah. There's a lot to spend crystals on.
The income is like 1,000 or some odd. It's over 1,000 a day, if I remember correctly. If you average it all out,
that would make sense.
30K in a month is what you should be getting, almost 2 vaults. So
yeah, it's a decent amount of money. It's a good chunk of change.
Yeah, but I just spend it as fast as it comes in. So
it's a real problem. I got a crystal spending problem. Papa needs some more impulse detectors. Let's go.
I don't usually buy those with crystals except for the pack, but what I end up doing a lot of it is mod refreshes and buying mod materials and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This last set ruined me pretty good on being ready for the mods.
Okay. Yeah.
So I had to replace a ton of my 6-dot mods on different characters and stuff like that. Like I had a lot of things that could move up in the right position, but I went through the 1,000 upgrade materials that I had go from 5A to 6E. Went through all of that. Just burned through everything on it, and I was just like, damn, I didn't even do that bad when we did the last 2 eras, but this one, it was a lot of like the offense sets.
Modding feels hard these days. Like I don't know. It just feels like there's so many teams to mod for these days that it's really hard to keep on top of it all. Like, but I also don't have 325 plus speed secondaries, so.
Get on my level.
Yeah, cry harder. just get good at farming mods. Come on.
Oh, that's part of it. The other part is just the sheer bulk of just putting money towards getting mod packs and everything else. So you're slicing more frequently and everything else. It doesn't mean that you're going to hit more often, but it just helps. It's an accuracy by volume game.
Yeah.
So
that's literally playing the lottery, right?
Yeah.
More times you play, the more likely you are to win big. Don't play the lottery, kids. It's a waste of money. But do roll your mods, because that's free unless you're Karth. And probably I won't even begin to pretend like Karth is the only person that spends money on mods in this game. I'm sure many players do.
I wasn't.
What happened to the doggo?
Nothing happened to the dog. The wife probably just made too much noise coming in and out of the house.
Oh my God, you're home, Mom.
Oh, dude, Otis, very sweet dog, but he just is not used to noises.
That's
and
fine.
So anything that he doesn't track as a noise that he should be hearing is just an immediate like
Yeah.
sound the alarm.
Humans,
Yeah,
are you aware?
yeah. Are you aware that there is tomfoolery afoot? No.
Allow me to inform you.
Yeah, pretty much. And so I mean, he's a very sweet dog, but he just it's one of those things where it's like, God damn it, man! Like we close the
has a
door
voice.
too hard coming in and out of the house, and he'll just ruckus is afoot.
Oh my
Sound
God!
the
Somebody call the
alarm.
dorms.
Deploy the garrison. Which
Yeah.
is-
Well, he's eager. He's
unfortunately-
keen.
Yeah, unfortunately, Harley, the female, once somebody's triggered, she's also in the same boat of just like
Ah, yes.
we must now check out what has been alerted to make sure if it's real or not.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
we'll use
Milo's
that
a little
clever
bit like
ruse
that. Yeah.
to go outside and hunt for squirrels.
Milo only really barks, and he's very small, so he has only small bark. He has small dog bark. He only barks if like the door goes, or if another dog starts barking. So if the door goes, somebody knocks on the door, he's like, "Oh!" And then if another dog starts barking, he's like, "Oh!" It's like, "What are we yelling about? I don't understand." But I'm just as mad as you.
I'm a part of this.
Yeah, that is Milo in the nutshell. Yes, he wants to be a part of the team. He wants to be part of the action, but also does not want to be held or picked up because he is a grumpy old man. And honestly, I can respect that and level with it. I feel like I too am a grumpy old man, and I don't particularly want to be held. So
I definitely feel that.
yeah, I can't be too mad at him. I can't be too mad at him at all for that.
Do this
Yeah.
cool thing called leaving me the hell alone. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, can you just kindly fuck right off and don't touch me? Thank you. When are they putting pirates in the Lightspeed tokens? We don't really know. We're assuming it's going to be next store refresh. It's in the data mines, so that's usually a good sign. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you did see that they did finally full on fix the Carson Teva thing, right?
I did. I actually recorded a video earlier today, and I decided, you know what? This would be me trying to pad out a 10-minute video out of a 2-minute conversation of, hey, they fixed it. You know, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, maybe
Well, and they-
let's not do that.
They fixed it in a pretty like funny way too, because they were like, well, we patched the one way and that didn't fix it, so then we just fixed it the same way we fixed the Vadercron.
Yeah, but also
All right.
fixed the Invincible Solo Tiva as well.
Yeah,
So at least they actually fixed it. You know, I mean, props where it's due.
I know. People were like, they're gonna see Tiva on every team, and it's gonna be unkillable, and everyone should put it in GAC because it's gonna be unkillable. And I'm like, yeah, pretty sure they'll fix this one at a time.
Yeah,
Well, that, and I'm just like, that's not very sportsmanship. I'm
it's
like,
not
I'd rather
sportsmanlike at
lose
all. Yeah,
not placed in that team than take the free crystals. Like, I've got more integrity than
Yeah,
that. And then on
exactly.
top of that, when I lack in integrity, I'd just buy a vault.
I make up for my lack of integrity, or my lack of integrity, or my integrity with large amounts of credit card debt, and that's how I
Yeah.
balance the books. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah,
I can
Doesn't take
sit atop
much.
my morals because I'll just buy a vault.
yep, exactly. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with doing that. I mean, yeah. I think I place too much of a high level of expectation on people to not do something dickish.
Yeah.
Turns out a lot of people are dicks, but
Well, I think a lot of people are just of the mindset of like, I could equally as lose for setting this as I could or win for setting this as I could lose for my opponent setting it and me not setting it.
yep.
So it's like, all right, well, I mean, if you don't trust people, then that's fair. But at the same time, I'm of the point of like, if that's what you have to do to win versus me, all right, like,
Yeah, that's fair.
go take your victory lap. Like,
Oh. Yeah. But it is kind of cool that those pirates are coming to the Lightspeed tokens as well, because that does help my free-to-play alt account.
is it all
It's-
pirates? I'm
Y-
assuming so.
yeah. I mean,
faction
apart from the Journey, the Colosseum ones. Excuse me. Yeah. Excuse me.
Colosseum ones.
Conquest. Mars and
Oh.
Smee. They're obviously
Mars
not
and
part of it.
Well, yeah, obviously.
But Kick, Zathano, Quigold. Who else is new? Vayne, fucking Silver. All of those are going to Lightspeed tokens. We're assuming it's in the next refresh, but don't know for sure. Couple of days.
Okay.
Couple of days. My problem with my free-to-play alt account that's going for Pirate King Hondo is that, unfortunately, you do need to farm a ship, which is Ray's Millennium Falcon. And that, you can't just Lightspeed token Ray's Millennium Falcon up to 7 stars. It's going to take some time.
What? No.
So, no, come on. Yeah, it's like a fucking 20 energy hard node. So it's just like, oh. And obviously, no ships are... It's Ray's Millennium Falcon, not the MILF.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, like,
Yeah.
the MILF is a treaty event, man. Like, hold on.
Yeah, it's Ray's Millennium Falcon, so it's just a slow ass farm because no ships are accelerated. It's just like and it feels like it never drops from any random events that randomly give you like 20 shards, and you can't buy it from any of the stores with like fleet currency or anything. So it's just like
hey, come on. There's a pack for that.
not on a free-to-play account. There isn't. There is no
it's
pack.
definitely on a free-to-play account. You're just not supposed to buy it. That's all.
You're just not allowed to get it.
There. Yeah. Well, no. You're allowed to get it. You're just not gonna get it because then it would break the point of the free-to-play account. Listen, I understand where your handcuffs are. Here.
All I'm saying is the handcuffs are stupid.
Well, no. You put them on yourself. Like,
yeah, I mean that's true. That's true. You clearly got some sort of kink. You're just like you put those handcuffs on yourself. You must like it, really. Yeah. I mean that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. So yeah. I'm just kind of like hoping I can get that done relatively quickly. So what should they do, Carl?
Oh no, we should probably dive into some Tribe Talks questions.
Wow, do we have some questions, Carth?
We have a few.
We have a
I think
few
we should
questions.
just do the first one and the last one, and then go to sleep.
The first one and the last one, and call it quits.
Let me just put in the last question here real quick. So it's my questions.
Okay. So first question.
What Karth wants to talk about. Ready to go.
Tribe Talks featuring Karth's own agenda. First question comes from Diesel Cheese. How you doing, Diesel? Now then, chaps, he says. Hope you're both doing well. I'm doing okay. Karth is I think he's doing fine.
I'm doing fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing good.
Cool. It's been far too long. What are your predictions for GL Mando? We kind of went over this. GL Mando requirements. Also, is it wise for me to go for the new Mando GL? I don't have JMK Glant or Pirate King Hondo. I'm in Chromium 2, therefore performing pretty consistently and have a GP of 12 mil and 5-star Rotter. If you got 5-star Rotter, you're going to have to get all the new... Well, you need all the new marquees anyway. Honestly, only you can answer if it's sensible for you to go there. I would probably right now say Pirate King Hondo because he's got the best mod event in the game and he's still a pretty good GL.
About to get accelerated with the
so exactly.
Hondo would be the bet I would take on that front.
Yeah, but if you want to have GL Mando, just fucking get GL Mando. Then there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but I mean, well, you're gonna spend the next 3 months getting all the stars the rest of the way up.
Yeah.
But
he's probably going to be very expensive in terms of relic levels.
Oh yeah, super high relic requirements.
Mm-hmm.
Super high. I'm gonna be surprised if we see anything below relic 7 with him. I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I almost conservatively want to say relic 8, relic 9, but didn't they do Grief Target relic 7 or was he relic 8?
Rotter was R6. So,
okay, fair. I'll bite on that one.
Yeah, I think Grief was R7. I can't remember off the top of my head. Grief was R7. Rotter was R6. So yeah, we've had a 10, a 9, a 7, and a 6.
I feel like Rata is an exemption to that statement though, because it's like if you have a 7-star Rata right now, I mean, you already had him at relic 4. So I mean, anyways. Anyways, I don't think we'll see another one. I'll revise my statement.
Let's be real as well. If you have Rotter and it's 7 stars, you ain't stopping at relic 6. You're taking that bad boy higher.
No. I feel like Rata being there was just like a low grade way of you just be like,
Come on,
Yeah.
peasants, get your shit together.
Get your 7-star unlock. Spend the money. Spend the money.
Give us some money. We're poor.
So he does ask about future requirements for GL Mando. We did kind of touch on this earlier, but past
The
versions
short
of
answer-
Mando and
yeah.
Grogu make sense at high relics.
Yeah. Anything that you've seen from the Mando show
Fair game.
pretty much is going to be the requirements. Like we know the remaining 5 marquees are going to be there, so that's already that's like only leaves 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then we've got another version of Mando, guaranteed that they put that in. Almost guaranteed to do the 2 versions of Grogu, so there's another 4. So we're down to 3 after that point.
Yeah.
So I would just, if I was them, I'd just be like, throw things at the wall. Take Bo-Katan.
Mm-hmm. Dad bod Boba, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, Daba Boba would be a little nice nod to, hey, let's make this GL even more expensive with a conquest unit.
Yep.
But I mean, with how accessible, air quotes here, Bo is now because of all of our requirements you can get. Well, we're part of the Lightspeed tokens and everything else. I wouldn't be surprised.
Moff Gideon, you know?
Yeah, I could see Moff Gideon. I could see DTMG, not DTMG. Yeah, DTMG. Yeah.
I mean,
I
they're
could see
both
that.
Moff Gideon, so either one, or both would make. I mean, Moff Gideon was the primary antagonist of the Mandalorian in the series, so that would kind of track. Bo has obviously had a big influence on the Mandalorian. You know, you can make arguments as well for characters that Sorry?
Make GL Mando just so ungodly expensive. Just every requirement, every block requires a journey guide or conquest or epic confrontation unit. We just get it. We get everything. We got the journey guide already. Let's get a conquest unit. Let's get an epic confrontation unit.
Well, I mean, why not? Why not? Like,
why not?
And, you know, it would make sense.
Like,
it makes sense to me.
Gate the peasants outside the pearly whites of our kingdom. Okay, they need to be out there gnashing their teeth at how poor they are.
Exactly. But the thing is, like, you know, there's always going to be requirement creeps for Galactic Legends. It's always going to be getting more. It might not always happen every single time, but they are going to get more expensive to unlock because it's easier for us to get to higher relics now.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
It's so much easier to get to higher relics now than it's ever been.
Yeah. People were always trying to put the parallels together that the price to unlock the GL was in correlation with the power that the expectation that it was. And I just think the reality is it's just a product of the time. It's like, you know, the first ones were Relic 7 because that was what the cap was and that's what was available. But Slacker and Ray are still some of the most
They're still
GLs
really
that have been
good
in the
power.
game. Yeah, like JMK is the next. If JMK does not get a lifter on the next conquest, I'm going to be really sad because everyone is getting one now, and I almost want to tell you that the next lifter is either for Jabba or JMK. JMK could probably go a little bit longer without it, but Jabba has just been getting absolutely dunked on for what seems like the last.
Getting soloed, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah, like, Rada kicks his ass. I can't think of his name.
Oh, Cobb Vanth?
Cobb Vanth kicks his ass. Like
in
they just
5s,
released
yeah.
Yeah, it did work in 3s. But
It's just a hell of a lot sketchier in 3s.
Yeah, but anyways, he's got 2 huge counters to him right now, and so every time that they bring out the counters to a team, it almost is like they're going to support, like bring it back and support it. So I'm just kind of going like, all right, so when are we getting Bib Fortuna as a GAC lifter for Jabba that's just like shuts down Afra and Cobb Vanth and Rada and everything and just goes to town.
Yep, yeah. Rotta needs his punishing one. That's what it is. But that's a pseudo reference to it. Just needs one ridiculously powerful unit that completely transforms the capabilities of the entire team, like the punishing one did for Executor. He doesn't literally need the punishing one. That would be strange.
Rada needs a unit that's like a giant buff stick like Bane, and then it's like,
Yeah.
but he still gets to activate all of his solo abilities.
Of course.
What?
Yeah. Exactly.
What?
Exactly. And that seems fair. Yeah, so good question, buddy. Good question. Yeah, take your pick. Expect, if you plan there to be extra Relic 10s, it's better to over-prepare than under-prepare. So
Yeah.
get your hood up.
I would say at least one more Relic 10 minimum, but I would say the
I'd say it's
Krogan would be
reasonable.
Relic 9s. I would expect all the marquees to be Relic 9s. If we're starting with R5 being a Relic 9, I would almost expect the other ones to be
Yeah.
that too. But
Yeah,
they may
it seems
not
reasonable.
because they're later. I don't know, but if they're going to start with the bar that high, you might as well just continue full sending it.
Yeah. Yeah, just have high expectations, I guess. We don't know when we're going to find the rest of them out, but it's going to be over the coming 3 months, isn't it? So probably get
Well-
one requirement every couple of weeks, every 3 weeks, maybe. So.
Three-ish weeks.
Yeah.
'Cause there's 4 sets, and I'm assuming Rada will. I'm assuming what they're going to do is have it release in the next era. It won't release this era.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming is going to happen too. All right, next question comes from Stars. He says, do you think the Mara Jade team in Colosseum is still going to be the way to go with Dark Yoda coming this week? I think so. Only real contenders I can see is Starkiller with the CLS team and Jar Jar at the end with the Sith team. I'd say that sounds pretty reasonable. Yoda feels like he's going to be way too reliant on having other Sith. And all we've got is, I want to say it's Sidious and Talon as the loaned units. I don't see how that makes a team.
No, you've got Maul. You've got
Oh,
Maul,
Maul's
you've
there, is he?
got-
Okay.
Yeah, you've got quite a few Sith on the. You got the Marauder. You got Maul. You've got.
No, I mean for Colosseum. You definitely don't have Marauder in there.
Sorry, no. You got Talon, Maul, City. No. Talon, Maul,
Yeah,
Sidious.
it's Talon, Maul, Sidious. Yeah, so, yeah. So, I mean, I don't feel like that's going to do anything in isolation.
No, I can't imagine any of the. Well, you might have some fun with the leader, but like Maul seems incredibly RNG based, and Sidious's leadership is complete trash.
Well, but I mean, Talon's unique is really good. 24% max health, 24% offense and 8 speed to Sith allies. That's actually really nice. But the thing is nobody on that team hits for anything, and they're all going to be really low levels compared to your Mara Jade. So that's why I feel like it's just going to be Mara Jade until maybe. I do agree that maybe Starkiller can bring something to the table with the CLS team. I feel like that could do something.
I don't think so, because I think what will happen is that you'll just be better off doing Jedi with Mara and Starkiller on the same team, because
Potentially, yeah.
Like Yoda won't change that, because Yoda is gonna. He doesn't do any real damage, right? Like nothing really bringing things to the. But I think the Jedi with more attackers, I feel like you're just gonna punish them harder.
Yeah.
CLS, if you can get more Terminator, but they have so many anti-Terminator loop mechanics with half the raid bosses that it's like, we gained Terminator and it's Jotaz take a full turn and we lost all our buffs and Chewie dies and then we're done.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's where my head's at. It was like there's just so many anti-TM looping stuff where it's just like, I don't know if CLS is going to run it faster, but I think when Starkiller does come, that you'll just slap him under, because the error levels will allow you to just do more, right? When you got units that won't get fried in 60 seconds because they're 20 levels below the Coliseum boss.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's my broader concern. So for now, definitely feel like we're not really going to see too much of a change. Maybe there'll be some weird comps where people just start throwing Darkside Yoda in, but I doubt it. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. And I definitely think that once Jar Jar drops, it will be the de facto team. Because that's usually how CG likes to run it, right? Next question.
Journey guides are bread and butter.
Yep.
But gotta remember, don't overinvest into the marquees until you see the era battles. Because,
don't get carved.
Don't get screwed.
Don't get caught by the requirements on error challenges and miss out on thousands upon thousands of error currency. So yeah,
just 16,000. No big.
It's only 16,000 Karth. You can sneeze that for breakfast. Yeah. So Bubba Joe asks, greetings, unnecessarily humble scribe in the whale. I'm humble today, unnecessarily so. I come to you today with most righteous inquiry. Well, thank you, Bubba Joe. If you had to choose between Red 5 and a new fleet, which would you choose and why? Red 5 or new fleet? New fleet. Listen, I love Red 5. He's iconic, but I would take a new fleet over somebody lifting home one again. Like,
And then with the follow up. Look at the follow up to that.
what if it was Proxy and the winner of the previous question?
So would you take Proxy or a new fleet? Would you take Proxy or a new
Proxy.
fleet? I know, right? It's like
Listen,
it doesn't even matter what the question
I've done
is.
3 years of Leviathan. I can wait a little bit longer, bro, if I'm getting Proxy.
If I can wave the wand and have Proxy, it's just like, all right, Proxy.
Yeah, let's do it. Droids need some love, buddy. Droids need some love. He could be the best plug and play unit in the game because he could just take the form of anyone.
Have a chameleon effect and be able to be plugged into any team.
Yes, sir.
Gains the faction tag of any of the leader. That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm down for it. I'm here for it. Let's get Proxy go. Yeah, I'm sold. What about you, Karth? Proxy, Red 5, or a new fleet?
A Proxy. I mean, I would love to have Proxy over a new fleet.
Yeah, good. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength here. So, Kadar asks, hi Kadar, how you doing, buddy? Would you want to see a return of units unlocked via raids or TBSMs? Do you have any in your mind you think would make sense to earn this way? I would love to see the return of unlockable units through raids or territory battles. I think that, like, nothing to me, it like drives as much engagement in a guild as when you strive to do something together, like beating an SM or toppling a new raid. I feel like if they reintroduced unlocks for characters in raids, they would have to try and sort of they'd have to try to incentivize it in the right way, and I don't know what the right way is per se, like, because I feel like there should be a way to unlock more units, because before it was like, if you could not beat the Heroic Sith raid, and a lot of guilds couldn't for months and months and months, you could not get Treya shards, like, at all. There was no like sliding scale. With the way that the raids are set up currently, everybody gets something. So I don't know if they cap the character rewards on a GL to one of the higher guild boxes, or they put it in the personal tier, or if you have to do something specific in the raid in order to earn those shards. I'm not sure, but I would love to see it return 100%.
Well, you would just throw in, like, you would do like the kind of a Sith raid, right? You put like 12 shards for the character in the max guild raid, so everyone gets 12. So it takes a minimum of approximately 7 months to get the character 7 stars.
Yeah.
But then in the personal track, if you can max it out, let's say you get another, like, 8 or 10 shards, so that way you can cut the time in half if you're maxing out the run. And then you just give, say, hey, 18 million means you got to have 5 R9 runs. So you put the investment into it. It's still going to take you 3-ish months to get there, but you've got the investment. But yeah, 100% would love to see anything come back to raid unlocks, because I'm just so bored of farming the same thing. But then with TB, I mean, TB is so easy, man. Like, you've got so much going on that you can, like, I get that they initially had the this is the rise of the Empire TB, and we want to make sure things are thematic. But they kind of got a little loosey-goosey with some of that stuff. So it's like,
Hey, come on. The Empire went to Mandalore during the rise of the Empire.
Yeah, well, they sieged Mandalore and then bombed the crap out of it. That totally happened.
Yeah.
But the other part didn't. The rest of the events didn't really happen in the rise of the Empire. It happened after the fall.
Yeah.
Anyways, beside the point. So give us some of the local Mandalorians as playable units. Give us something from Malachor to play with. Give us something on Hoth or whatever else. There's so many factions you could tie into, and just give it just 6 months. Put a character out there, let us farm it for a little while, and then just go put 2 characters out and then rotate one out. So we put one out, and then we put the second one out, and Reba goes away.
I've absolutely got no problem with them having like seasonal unlocks in TB. For a certain amount of time, you can earn shards of this character. And even if it's not even, like, you can't even fully unlock at that time. So say you can earn 90 shards. Kind of like, think of it like Conquest, right? You can earn 110 shards maximum, but then it'll disappear for a couple of months and then it'll come back. I don't mind that per se. Keeps people engaged, right? But I mean, the first thing I would do would be as simple as put Kiadimundi in. Put his special mission on Geonosis. Let people earn his fucking shards. Do the same for Wat Tambor. Let them earn it in Rote. Because why the fuck not? Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
We have TB characters in this game. So
yeah, well, you got Rolo and IPD. There's no reason.
Yeah.
I mean, they're now farmable, and so is
Yeah.
Wampa and Hermagota. They're farmable now,
Yeah.
so that helps with that. Which is the only argument I'd have against those four. But the other two, Watt and Cam, I feel like they should be farmable. But I mean, they really should. They really should. I mean, it doesn't need to be like a conquest character. Every 3 months they got to have a new one in TB. But I mean, like at least every 6, and then make it take like 4 months of TB to get it. I mean, well, because that really will never work, right? Because it's if it's like a Relicate planet, let's say they do a Relicate planet with it, and you can get 50 shards. I mean, it's only going to take you 3 months and some change. But if you run it for 6 months, I mean, you'll get it in about 3.5, 4 if everyone can do it. Yep. 6 months if you can't quite get there, but then it adds a reason for recruiting and guild cohesion and everything else, because there's a reason to stay in those top end guilds and perform, because you're chasing those characters. And so, I mean, I would be thrilled to have a reason to go play TB besides just my overlords telling me I got to pump out those delicious CM points because I've got a big account, and
you do have the big cheapiness. That's true.
I can max a lot of phases.
Yeah. Yep, it's true. Yeah, I would love to see it, but I've said it before, but I'd also quite like to have. This isn't necessarily directly TB or raid unlocks, but I want us to be able to have the monstrous units. I want to be able to unlock the Reek and the Acklay and the Nexu. I don't care if they have to be solo units, more like how Wampa operates, but let me have some of the fun. Let me use some shit like that. That would be dope. Let me have a Rancor.
We gotta fix a lot of things in the game before that.
Hey, they can introduce a new game mode of Monster Handler.
Can we at least get Reek, the Accolade, and then I can't remember the cat.
Nexu, yeah.
The Nexu, the Rancor, and the Tarantetic as Coliseum bosses.
Yes.
We already have all the models for all of that in game.
Yep.
All we have to do is scale it to a Coliseum standard. That's it. I'm like, I would love this because I am so bored of fighting the stupid same things.
If I never have to face the Dryax again, I'd be a happy person.
No. Temple guards, they can go burn in hell for all I care. They are so annoying to fight. They're not fun to fight.
I don't mind the Temple Guards until it gets to tier 12, and then I fucking hate the Temple Guards. Because they feel like a puzzle. The Temple Guards is like, how do we survive long enough to kill one of the Temple Guards to make it easier to kill another one of the Temple Guards? Whereas when you get to tier 12, it's just like, they don't die.
Yeah, they don't die, and I'm punished heavily by doing AoEs.
Yeah, they're
oh my god,
frustrating.
are you using AoE with no armor plating? Oh god, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
So fast. But so yeah, I would if those two could go away and we could get 2 other bosses, I would be a lot happier.
I would support the Tarantetic because I just think it's a really cool looking creature.
I'm just annoyed it's an asset that hasn't been used since Revan's event released, right? Like it's that old.
It's old as balls. It's nearly as old as me.
But then then we have the older one, the Rancor. That one still hasn't been used either. I'm like, come on, like that's your most iconic arena fight is the Rancor. I'm actually okay. We need to power through some questions because I do have thoughts on other things.
Yes, you are a thought. Yes. Okay, let's power through some questions. Ooh. Isaac says, what do you think is the better GL to chase if the new Lightspeed tokens can be used on Pirates or Ahsoka? I have 6 GLs and I'm missing the 2. Pirates. There you go.
Yeah, Pirates.
Glat is probably a better PvP GL at this point, but Hondo has Smuggler's Run 3. And that's nice.
Smuggler's Run 3 is the huge thing for rewards. So, I mean...
Glat has got a economy event, it's just not as good, in my opinion.
It's an expensive refresh, and for only having the 2 tiers that reward anything worth your time,
Yeah.
it's a lot for players.
Yeah. DT George asks, what do you think of Wat Tambor and Chiarimundi having their special mission wrote? We kind of addressed that. I'm all for it.
Yep.
I mean, technically speaking, Chiarimundi's mission is already there. It's just a little bit different. You fight the Reek. Anyway, Ash93 says, hey Scribe, what's a good way to motivate people to get more raid rewards? We got people who are doing awesome already, but we also have people that are doing pretty low in the raid score. I want to push everyone a little without making them feel like we're calling people out. Ooh, that's a very good question. It's really difficult and a delicate line to walk because some people really don't like being told what to farm in terms of mandatory farming. And I know it's hard to do that in a gentle way. Explaining that the raid rewards are some of the best rewards in the game, and you can do it from a perspective of low levels of investment for high levels of reward, is probably the way I would go about it. Now, how you approach that is really up to you. You could start it by scaling it. So you could say, for example, hey, we're working towards getting Mandalore unlocked for Rote. Everybody needs to get Caloran Beck to Relic 7. An R7 Caloran Beck can score 600k in the raid as a solo unit, right? If you take him to R8, you can get 900k. That's kind of low-hanging fruit, right? If you wanted to go the other way and be like, hey, people pushing for Lord Vader, you can just go Tarkin Scorch to Relic 9. That is a heavy level of investment, but that is one team that will get 3.6 million for everybody in the guild. And that one team alone is a huge jump. If you think you get 50 people scoring 3.6 million with one team, you know, what is that? That's going to be what, like 180 million points in the raid? That's a huge jump. And I know it's 2 Relic 9 characters, but you can think of it as small levels of investment for a large amount of rewards, and you kind of want high Relic clones anyway. It's tricky to do. It's very tricky to do, but try to break it out across multiple streams of return on investment, basically. Like I said, clones for Lord Vader, you need to get Mandalore unlocked anyway, so you're getting Caloran back, etc., etc. Yeah.
My strategy was always just to you look at the guild crate you want to aim for, and then you start putting score minimums on the guild. Like, hey, we want to get to the 420 crate or whatever the one below max is, or whatever that is. I can't remember off the top of my head.
The not end crate.
The not end crate. Yeah. And so that requires what 6.8 million or something from the average player in the guild. And so usually what I do is I just look at that and go, okay, if we want to aim for this and that's the guild objective we're aiming towards, then we just let people get to that score however they deem necessary. But you have to have some form of there needs to be like a benchmark that everybody hits, because you don't want to call anybody out directly. That's what your question said. You don't want to be like, well, Scribe specifically needs to double his raid points. I'm like, you just go, hey, we want to work towards this because we get these improvements with this crate and these rewards, and they'll make Relicing characters better. We just need everyone to get to, like, let's say 6 million. It's like you can knock that out with basically a couple of teams if you're willing to go heavy on a couple of the smaller teams, or take a couple of the other options and run with it. Because I mean, I think literally. You can do with 4 Relic 9s, right? The 2 Hondos, which I know Pirate King Hondo is not a cheap option, but if you're running towards them, it's really easy. And then with Tarkin and Scourge. And so, like, you only need 4 Relic 9s and 2 runs in the raid, you've got the score, right? So it's like, if you let players figure out how to get to the objective, I think you get a lot less grumbling.
Give them the autonomy.
Yeah, then be like, you got to take these 5 teams to Relic 8. But at the end of the day, if they don't perform, if they're not moving to the objective that you set it forward as a guild, then it's time to part ways.
Yeah,
you can't fight that part.
It's weird because it depends where you are in the guild as well, like where you're scoring. Because if it's like people have got really low scores, then there's loads of like low-hanging fruit that you can get. Like I talked about the Keller and Beck getting 600k. You can use 3 Darkside clones to get another 600k. You can get, like Gear 12 units that will do the 300k or the 450k. You can get solos with Pirate King Hondo, not Pirate King Hondo, OG Hondo, sorry, and Nest. There's like lots of like low levels investment that can get you some points on the board. So even if you've got 5 characters, 5 teams, just scoring the 300k, you're getting 1.5 million, which is still okay. But if you just top it up with 1 team, for example, you can push for Pirate King Hondo, and you can do Pirate King Hondo and OG Hondo and get 3.6 million. Sure, that is a whole GL farm, but you can look at that from the perspective of, we're not asking you to perform in the raid. We're saying get Pirate King Hondos, really good for your roster overall, best mod inventory improver in the game, right? But also a 3.6 million team just using 2 characters. So it's like there's lots of ways you can approach it. But yeah, it's important to perform well in the raid. Right, let's keep going, Karth. Sorry. PVG Blade. Hey, Scribe, fellow Brit here. Hello, fellow Brit here. How did you get into Swigger content creation? What advice can you give others looking to get into content creation, both Swigger related and generic? I started in lockdown for COVID. And I just decided, you know what, I need something to do with my spare time now that I'm stuck at home. I've always loved games. I like this game. I played it a long time. Let's just put any old content out there and try and have some fun. And I just kept doing it for like 6 years. Yeah. The biggest piece of advice that I can do is don't try to be a perfectionist. Get your content out and just keep putting content out. The biggest reason why people fail at content creation is that they stop trying. Genuinely, they'll do like 8 videos and they'll stop. And they'll think, oh, I'm getting no traction. When the reality is it's very difficult.
But I didn't get 100k views on my first video, and it's not
fair. Yeah, exactly. I want to be rich and famous.
Out here just showing her chesticles, and she's getting money, and it's not fair.
I'm too flat-chested for that. I don't have the goods. I don't have the goods. Yeah, you just have to keep driving PVG and set some expectations. It's YouTube and streaming is a hard game. It's hard to gain traction. So be kind to yourself and try your best. Next one comes from Robbie Tail. He says, can you give me your thoughts on what's more useful, R9 Lord Vader clones or R9 Pirate King Hondo squad or GL Ahsoka Rex? What do you think, Garth? They're all good.
They're all good. I would say, like, just from a meta perspective, that I like having Spectre at Relic 9 because the harder the team is to kill, that's usually what stops like people from countering it well with like shitty rebels or whatever else or off meta, is because it's just so hard to chew through them. Like even Lord Vader will struggle against Spectre because they just sustain so well. You can always knock out a couple, but you like Ezra's becomes impossible to kill at a certain point with Lord Vader because you just can't do enough damage to him. But that's my favorite team to have high relic investment into because it's just so durable.
Obnoxious.
There's so much sustain. It's very, very, very powerful. Hondo, I don't think it really matters this junction. He's fallen really far off the favorability with Krons right now. There's always something that makes him a threat, but it's just not like the Vayne Kron days or the PK or the PK Kron himself.
Yeah.
And so that one's really hard to like be like, oh yeah, totally worth it. Lord Vader clones, man, I just wish they were better. Like they just have so many ways to ignore taunt, and like disguise clone trooper just can't stay under stealth for shit. And so it's like he's your big damage dealer against Jedi and unaligned force users, and watching him just get picked off because he can't stay under stealth is very frustrating. So they can always be a threat, but I think Lord Vader is the weakest one to pick from on that front, just because he has so many counters. Old Republic rolls it. Bane can 2-man it. You know, there's a couple other easy counters to throw out there against Lord Vader right now, where it's like, if I had to pick out of those 3 teams, it would be Spectre, just because I think they perform the best with that extra relic improvement. I think PK Hondo with his on offense is going to do just fine with R7 or whatever. Yeah. And Lord Vader at this point, it's just like, unless you can throw down one of the chonky FDCs on him to make him a real threat, I think a lot of people are just going to
Yeah.
use Old Republic and call it a day.
Yeah. I would agree that the GLAT squad at really high relics is just so freaking obnoxious, especially if you throw one of the new FTCs on her, because they've got like 140% defense and 100% health, and you're like, the last thing that team needs is more chunk and survivability. So yeah, it's an annoying. It's not even that it's particularly powerful. It's just a fucking pain in the ass to kill.
Yeah.
Like,
well, timing out becomes a real concern.
Yeah.
And let's not undervalue the 80% offense and the 100% crit damage too.
Yeah. Ezra can slap.
Ezra slapping you around for for like 200k on a hit on, so like 600k total is a terrifying amount of damage to take in. So yeah.
Good question.
It's my favorite team to overinvest into so far for GLs.
Yeah. Next one comes from Mayday. He says, do you think that CG would ever try to recreate a kit like Jedi Knight Cal Kestis with bonus turns which unlock new mechanics? If so, would you like to see it applied to Proxy? Changes characters on a different special? Potentially, yeah. Yeah, I think anything's possible, right? We've seen it once. We could see it again. It's like just a bonus turn mechanic that happens. He's not the only one. Technically speaking, C kind of does it, but he's just on his link. He just links people, right? Not sure if anybody else does a similar sort of thing. But yeah, we could totally see something like that. I always thought that they were going to do it with like Praetorian Guards, where you could have like three different Praetorian Guards from the end of Mando season 3, or technically the Jedi, the Last Jedi fight scene in the throne room. With it, there's loads of different Praetorian Guards with different weapon setups. How you could have them cycle through as one unit, kind of like the Great Mothers, and they all use a different weapon setup that had different abilities. That could do something like that. Absolutely, that would be kind of cool. How about you, Karth? Different mechanics on abilities?
That's exactly where my head was going to with the Praetorian Guard. Was like having a way to change like the stance of the unit, and then maybe a defensive stance with like one special and one basic, and then whatever else. I mean, you could there are things you can do. I don't think they're opposed to doing it. I just think the unit needs to have a call out for it. Yeah. And so I think a large part of why they did Cal the way he did is because of how the character was designed in the game. They have the blaster, and so they wanted to utilize the blaster. So they made it the basic, and then they made the different configurations of his lightsaber part of his abilities. And so
it was kind of a cool take. I like Cal's kit, actually. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
He says, additionally, on today's video, I think you should at least be an epic confrontation tier. Well, thank you, Mayday. I appreciate you, sir.
Speaking of today's video, where was I? Huh?
Karth,
where was I?
You don't do YouTube, mate.
I am on YouTube now.
You're on YouTube, but you're not a YouTuber, pal. We do a podcast, which is on YouTube, I guess. Yeah, fuck it. I mean, you also don't have a logo. We need. I'm not going to just have your face, as beautiful as it is.
You could rip my Discord image off. Come on. It's fine.
Karthrick, the Wookiee riding a whale with the credit card.
No, well, there's that one too.
That one is that's a special place in my heart. Yeah.
I did open up I did splurge a little bit on Discord for another $5. I got the banner, the portrait for the plaque. Yeah. So now I have the ocean portrait, and then if you click on my thing, the whale will come up and jump.
Perfect. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm leaning into this.
Yeah. You've got a persona now. Yeah, you're the Whale Rick. Yeah.
Whale Rick.
Yeah. Next question comes from Roy. He's like, happy Tribe Talks Day. How you doing, buddy? We've got a new question for the table for Karth and a bit Scribble. Have you seen The Ninth Jedi yet? What do you think of the overall concept and the complete series in anime form instead of just a single short like Visions before? I've not seen it. How about you, Karth?
No.
Sorry.
What are you talking about?
We suck. There's The Ninth Jedi. It's something. I think I've seen an animated short of it on like YouTube or something. I'll have to watch it. Sorry, buddy.
I got nothing for you.
What do you think about the new adjustments to Colosseum midway through and the huge advantages for getting good or bad RNG? We did kind of touch on this earlier, didn't we?
That's the one thing I don't really care for is how much RNG the runs can get. Because Rover had said earlier was that in a run that he basically crit on every single chance he could with Mara. And so he had a very, very good score and was able to progress tiers because he was able to get a ton of extra damage by
Yeah.
just getting the crit chance to go his direction.
Mhm.
I don't really care for it, but my thing is I'm not really fussed about the progression, between 1 and whatever the max tier is. I think 12 is the max tier. For that exact reason, though.
It is,
It's like
yeah.
it's gonna be a little bit shitty for the people that are right on the cusp of being between the different tiers.
Mhm.
But that is gonna exist no matter what, right?
Yep.
There it's always going to exist. The changes now are actually going to reward you for having spent on those early era levels and spending on your marquee units. And so I think those changes will start to weed out the competition a little bit. But the first marquee is always a dog shit way to test that, because there's just no way everyone progresses almost equally as quick, especially on the marquee. And so it's hard to say on that, but as it continues to progress, I think it'll get better and will be more, it'll be more about your investment into what you're doing and less about good RNG.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I don't mind there being a bit of RNG. It sucks when you don't get the good RNG. Obviously, it can be frustrating because you can miss out on a significant amount of error currency.
Yeah.
But you can also get good RNG, and you might get lucky. And I think without it, then scores become too homogenized, and you'll end up kind of similar to how we used to have old raids, whereas like everybody's got the max score, but you're placed 27th on the leaderboard instead of first, because it's just luck of the draw around where you land on that leaderboard, even though you've all got the same score. So I don't mind a bit of RNG to try and shift the rewards and the odds, but hey, it is what it is. Final question from Roy is, when can we expect new guests again? Should we help asking around, or do you already have a new guest in line? We don't have a new guest in line, and this is because I am lazy. I'm lazy about asking people.
That's part of it. I think the other part too is that it's just during the summer, it's been more challenging to get the schedules to line up for a lot of people. And so we kind of just got to the point of like, we'll just wait.
Yeah.
I know that's not everyone's favorite answer, but I feel like that was just kind of where we wound up with. It's just like, we can try, but it just seems that so many people, they're on vacation, they're going places, doing things with the summertime. And so it just got easier to be like, once we get closer to September and stuff, we'll start reaching out to more and more people. There are people we could have, but then also I have been regularly inconsistent on being available as well. And so
this thing called life, it happens when you're not playing Galaxy of Heroes.
So just a few other things, and I've had other things in my mind. I'm in the process of getting ready to put my house up for sale and a few other things, and so
Garth's going to be homeless.
I've got other priorities than trying to find guests for the show at the moment. So apologies to the community, but we will get more getting into the fall when things are a little bit freer.
Yeah. Next question comes from Primus 1992. Hi, Scribe and Karth. Quick question. So I just unlocked Jabba today. Congratulations, as my 5th GL since starting the account in April. Holy fuck! 4 months. 4 months in, 5. Well, hello there.
The sounds of my people resonate upon my ears.
Karthric in the background going, ooh, making happy whale noises. Whale noises. I was wondering, for Smuggler's Run 2 event, do I need to take Jabba beyond R3 or to 3-star the event? Do you think an R10 Rotter will clear it? Oh, that's a good question. I think R10 Rotter will probably solo it.
If you have R10 Rotter, I think it'll do just fine.
Yeah, I don't know if you can just take in R10 Rotter solo. I'm not sure if it's one of those events that locks you to you must use Jabba or you must have a full team. I'm not sure if it's one of those. Either way, you'll kind of want to invest in your Jabba the Hutt. You don't want to leave him at Relic 3.
Relic 7 minimum anyways, and then from there sort out the rest of your life.
But try with the Rotter first, definitely, because I think Rotter will stomp that event if you can take him in solo.
I mean, if you've already got Rotter unlocked at Relic 10, then send that.
I'm pretty sure the Delta will operate in your favor there.
Heavily.
Interesting question, Primus. Yeah. Josh 1871 says, "Hi y'all, I got a question about ships. Oh no, what's the one thing you would change about ship farming to make it less obnoxious and help out the free-to-play folks like me? Start accelerating some ships, maybe, because it takes too fucking long. Like, anything that's on a hard node just feels like pulling teeth to farm. It just takes so freaking long when everything else feels a lot quicker in the modern day of farming in Galaxy of Heroes, thanks to lightspeed tokens and stuff like that. I mean, they could release ship lightspeed tokens, I guess. The biggest issue is that there are so few ships compared to characters, right? There's like 300 plus characters and like 70 ships. So if we had ship lightspeed tokens, I feel like people would speed run to the end of ships very, very quickly. And that's a CG problem, I will put forward, because they don't release enough ships. But I don't know. Either let us have accelerated ones or let us have some lightspeed tokens for obviously non-conquest and non-legendary ships. I guess. What do you think, Garth?
Yeah, I don't know how you skin that cat without the
Fucking
reality
skinning
is. I feel like you have to kind of change the incentive behind fleets a little bit than just having them to have them. I know it's a large part of the GAC side of things, but
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like accelerating them would help a lot with just getting people caught up on certain things, but with how the things are currently set for the game, it doesn't make a ton of sense, right? Like if everyone in 6 months could have Executor, Profundity, and Leviathan, it kind of ruins the point. So I don't.
Yeah,
I
a
don't,
little bit.
I'm not quite sure how they. Yeah, we can solve the problem by doing the. Try and do raid runs.
That's all good. Hey, this game takes a lot of our time.
No. Every time I dispel the stealth on Disguise Trooper, he still takes a turn before anybody else can get to him.
Oh, goddamn. Gotta love the raid.
No, sorry. In general, I think that you can accelerate them, and that would be the first and easiest thing to do, but there still needs to be a grind to get them because of that exact issue. Is you can't, if you give it to everybody, then it's not. Everyone gets caught up on fleet too quickly, and then it becomes a problem in the game as a whole.
I mean, they could give us like lightspeed tokens and faster way to farm ships, but they have to release a hell of a lot of ships, to introduce that grind again, right? Because the game gets boring when there's no grind. So let's move on because I know we're short for time now. Hayden117 says, "Greetings, Scribe and Karth. With pirates coming to lightspeed tokens, is it worth going for Pirate King Hondo over Slacker?" Ooh, yes. I mean, Slacker's super easy, I guess, to get.
I mean, under the guise that if you don't have Darkside Ray, then definitely go for Hondo.
Oh, yes.
Like, Hondo performs well without Smee. Slacker does okay without Ray, but where he's at now, if you want to use him at the top of the game, you really got to have Ray present, and without that, you're just kind of floundering.
He'll still beat things, but generally speaking, like Pirate King Hondo can beat a lot on offense as well. Probably performs slightly better on defense, Datacron dependent, obviously. But more broadly speaking, on offense, he's definitely going to be better banner efficiency than Slacker as well. Like, he's got that AoE revive. If you win a match with Pirate King Hondo, you're almost guaranteed to be full bannering it, because he's got so much recovery, so much sustain.
Yeah. Unless they can prevent revives, they laugh maniacally at the opposing team.
Grant Almighty asks, "Fun speculation time. We'll be the judge of whether this is fun or not. Thank you very much. What new planet do you want / expect in territory battles, and which relic level?" Naboobies! Karth wants the Naboobies.
I do. I would love to have Naboo. It would be
I'm
fun.
pretty sure you theorized, speculated Naboo like back when we had the Naboo raid.
Yeah, well, it felt like such a shoe-in. Like, I get it wouldn't quite be the 100%, best option because it's not really a fall. The Rise of the Empire.
It would have to be phase 1.
But well, it doesn't have to be. I mean, you could talk about the fall of Naboo to Imperial control.
I suppose.
And the
I think
rise
it
of
would
Darth
be
Jar Jar.
the rise of Darth Jar Jar. Hello, birds.
But that being beside the point, just the fact that they had all the stuff for it. That was the reason why I was like, I don't know why they didn't just
the
take a run at
assets
it.
were there, right? The assets were there.
Yeah.
They just done a raid. We had a couple of maps that were set in Naboo. We had like Theed, and we had the fields where the Battle of Naboo took place. So it's like, and now we've got the hangar where we fought Maul. Like there's a couple of battlegrounds that are based in Naboo. It would be easy to do a Naboo planet. I think that is probably the ready-made one, right? Naboo feels like an easy shoe-in still.
Yeah.
And it could unlock Captain Panaka or something.
Queen Amidala needs some non-Jedi characters for her team.
Yeah.
So it's so rough to have her require so many Jedi to be fun. Well, not fun, but like
she's still a great team, to be fair.
Yeah, the meta's just heavily pushing her to be a Jedi team with a non-Jedi character. Like, come on. Cam is waiting for a new home, and you guys keep just going,
poor Cam.
Nah.
Poor little chemicals. Silent Static asks, Proxy! Enough said. I don't think that's a question. If Proxy comes to the game, will you create a special YouTube stream to celebrate? I will. And if Proxy comes to the game, I'm going to speak directly to Meathead and say, listen, if you do not give me an exclusive kit reveal, I'm going to be upset with you. And that might guilt trip him into giving me an exclusive kit reveal for Proxy. Who knows? What do you think, Kath?
Oh, his only stipulation for the kit reveal is that you got to go to California for it.
Kath, can I borrow your credit card real quick? I just need to book a flight.
Yeah.
We'll do a fundraiser for it. It's fine. We'll do a GoFundMe. Get Scribe across the pond.
But you couldn't tell anybody, right? Because you would give it away. Like,
good point.
So you would have to be one of those girls on OnlyFans pleading for money for expenses and then not be specific as to why.
All right, guys. You all have to be in on the secret. If I say I have to go to California for... What's California known for, apart from crazy people?
Avocados.
For avocado on toast, it means there's a kit reveal for Proxy and you have to help fund it, okay? Because that'll be expensive. All right, I'm glad we're all in on this. Let's shake on it and break. Good. Yes, I'll do a YouTube stream to celebrate, and Karth can be there too, obviously. Sorry, Karth, you got to go to California.
No, I can live with this. It's a much shorter trip for me.
Well, what than Wales?
Yeah. My
ticket
ticket might reach 4 figures. Yours will definitely.
Yeah, it definitely will. Yeah. Next question is Ash93. What do you guys think about Gas getting a lifter? He is a heavy investment journey guide and he's falling off more and more. Oh, I think you have to be very careful with Gas. He goes from being decent to terrifying very quickly, I think, with one small lifter.
The thing is, too, though, is that, like, my question is, like, what are you trying to lift? 501st specifically? Or, because, like, Gas is just going to go other places. Like, Gas is one of the best Jedi to have floating around on a Jedi team in a nutshell. I mean, he does well under JMK. He does well under JML. He does well. He'd probably do well with the new Jedi Knight Luke and Mara.
Yeah, I'd say.
Lineup. And so there are a lot of homes for him that have better uses than just trying to make a new 501st team. And I don't know how you make a new 501st team without literally just upending the entire point of the team. So at a certain junction, I would say that we would be better off to do kit touch-ups for like a TW and a GAC Omicron and making them better there. But other than that, I don't know how you go about that without just kind of ruining the point of having the team the way it was. And not everything needs to be, meta. Like it can have its time, and then we move on and go do other things.
I suppose that's fair. because I do feel like gas is literally one datacron away from being horrendous. You know, we've had it before.
They've already had to nerf the entire way his kit worked once because him ignoring defense was too powerful.
Yeah, but I think there was the Galactic Republic take 75% less damage when you're 50% or more turn meter, and you throw that in with a bulky level 3 and defense on the stats, and you've got a really horrendous gas team to deal with. Like it caused some issues not too long ago. So I'm not against having a lifter. I think it would be cool. I think he's great, but the problem is I think it can very quickly get out of hand with gas.
It takes nothing for gas all to just be like, by the way.
Yeah. What they should do for a gas 3v3 Omicron is at the start of everyone's turn, everybody gets like 5 different buffs and then immediately dispels it. So it just ramps his offense really, really quickly. Yeah. Everybody gets 20 stacks of heal over times, and then they all immediately dispel.
Oof, that would be a big hit problem for a lot of people. That would be funny to watch.
It would. Primus 1992, this is our last question of the night. Would you ever do an updated GL farming order / tier list video? Absolutely, Primus. Since all the lifters and new conquest characters have been added, your last one was 2023. Or do you think their performances haven't changed? No, yeah, absolutely. I could definitely do another one. My problem right now that I would have done one again, but we're literally about to get a GL, and it feels like it's almost an endeavor in futility if I do a video now and in 3 months' time we get new GL Mando, and I'll be like, oh well, guess we'll do an update. And what am I doing? I'm talking myself out of content here. I'll do 2.
Yeah,
I'll do 2 in 3 months period. There we go.
It sounds like you've got your views already lined up. You're just talking yourself out of work.
Yeah, I'm talking myself out of a job. Yeah, I could totally do an updated farming order for Galactic Legends. I do think it has changed, especially with Jedi Training Leia coming to the game as well. That I feel like that's going to massively up the viability of JML, and he's easy to get.
JMK is just now the worst GL.
Yeah, fucking, especially if it's a new account. It's like, oh, good luck getting to 4 million GP to get to Proving Grounds to farm Cat for 18 months, unless you refresh it. With the way the game is right now, a lot of people are saving their crystals in order to get 5-star unlocks on marquee units. They don't necessarily have the spare crystals to start refreshing things like Colosseum, Conquest, Proving Grounds. You know where I was going with this.
Yep.
So I think it warrants a revisit 100%. Also, yes, I have R10 Rotter after my earlier question. I'm going heavy on the arrows. Good for you, Primus. Good for you. Go heavy on the arrows. Really good rewards.
Yeah, so just take Rata down. Hell, even Jabba with Rata should be enough to just stomp.
They're too large units, aren't they? So.
All right, fine.
We can't have father and son dynamic duo.
You and your gosh darn common sense, okay? I didn't need that.
God damn it. Technicalities. Wouldn't it be better if large units just took up 2 unit slots rather than no ally slot?
I mean, it would be more interesting. You would have to have a definite reason to take the 2 in. But I think that would be fun. That could be fun. By the way,
yes.
What I was going to spiral on earlier, but I decided to stop myself, was because we were talking about the potential for a new raid, right? Low key, I'm convinced we're going to do a New Republic Hut Cartel raid.
A New Republic Hut Cartel raid? Yeah. Okay. So based on the film, yeah. Why not?
Well, yeah. Use the arena as a way to fight the stuff in the thing, right? But it's just the fact, all the New Republic tags that we got.
Mm-hmm.
It's making my gears grind in a way that makes my spidey senses tingle in a way that I'm
your whaley senses tingle. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like they're gearing up for something, because otherwise I have no idea why they would have added all those tags in for no reason.
Well, yeah, exactly. We saw the exact same thing with Jedi Vanguard, right? Jedi Vanguard came. We got a bunch of characters with the Jedi Vanguard tag that we never use in a Jedi Vanguard team. It's like, this looks a little bit sus. So yeah, the fact that New Republic does have so many characters that are clearly not going to be used in a Carson Teva team, it does lend credence to the raid being New Republic cartel focused.
Well, the way I looked at it was basically just like, okay, you got Mon Mothma, and then you've got Kara, Kyle, and Captain Drogon. That's a pretty solid Rebel Fighter team.
Yep.
And then R5 has the Rebel Fighter tag, so you throw in him there, and then Carson, Ward, Grogu and the Azalians, and Seb go under Mando for the new raid. You got 2 teams right there, and then you've got basically 2 Hutt Cartel teams already. So there's already 4. So then we just need to kind of randomly add another faction for kicks and giggles' sake, and we're done. You know, maybe do a mercenary group in there as well.
Ooh, constables.
Or yeah, there you go. Hey, well
actually, that double dips with Teva, doesn't it? We need more constables.
We need more constables, yeah. But I mean, anyways, it just has me thinking like not like this era and the next era will start. We'll get Mando, and then they'll announce the raid arriving somewhere in that last era.
Yep.
The next, not the last, but the next one. Mm-hmm. And so I'm thinking like the 4 to 6 months marker is like where my head's at. I'm just like, man, it feels like we're teeing up something very similar to how Order 66 came out.
Yep.
Where it's just like, well, we didn't say anything, but you know.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Surprise! Yeah. But, I could see it.
That's kind of how it came with the Jedi Vanguard, is that they added basically one team, gave us the free team with Jedi Vanguard. We basically paid for the 2 pirate teams.
Yep.
With what was there, and so basically after that, you're just looking at needing one more team to essentially put together, and they can add a whole other faction and call it a day. I mean, they could add mercenary in there really easily.
Yeah.
I mean, it would make no sense, but then again, the pirates at the Jedi Temple made no sense either. So,
I mean, Hondo was definitely there. Let's be real.
I mean, if you listen to the way he tells the story, that is correct.
He was there. He was there.
Hondo was definitely there in his mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, just everything else lines up for me. I'm just like, man, it just. Do not be surprised if in the not this era, but the following era, if they have something in there for the raid.
Yeah. I mean, I look forward to any announcement about an upcoming raid. I look forward to that thoroughly. I look forward to getting a kit reveal for GL Mando, but I don't expect to get that until closer to his release date. Yeah.
I don't think we'll see it until the last of the requirements drop.
I'm pretty sure for wasn't it Pirate King Hondo? We got his kit like the day before he dropped. It's like, oh, by the way, here's his kit.
I think we got his kit the day, the same day the last requirements dropped.
Right. Okay. I swear we had the kit reveal like right as it came out. Might have been Sklat or something. I'm not sure, but it was decidedly late.
Yeah.
But hey. It's okay. I don't need to see the kit. I would just kind of like to see the kit. They've not even announced what the GL is yet, Garth.
Yeah. Just a silhouette of
it's just a
Django
silhouette.
and Yaddle.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God, dude.
GL, Django, and Yaddle. Yeah.
Part of me really wants Yaddle, though, to be honest with you. Like, I would love a couple of the characters from...
Yeah, bro, if we can get Darth Jar Jar, we can get Yaddle.
Dude, right? Like, there is, like, can we get Lightside Count Dooku and Yaddle? Like, come on, that would be...
Yeah. I want Count Dooku fun. In pajamas. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Darth pajamas. Let's do
Darth
this.
Pajamas.
Yeah,
that would be a lot of fun. I would just love to see a couple... I would like to see GL Dooku, and then with all of his apprentices. So, like Asajj and Savage and General Grievous. And was there another one after that?
You tell me.
Those are the 3 from lore. We can add that one girl from the Django video game, Bounty Hunter. The girl at the end of that
I only
Dooku
played a couple of levels of that.
Oh, it's the very end, dude, and it's creepy. Like that. Those missions are scary. Because
I streamed that game like not long after it first came out, and I immediately hit a bug that made me fire my blasters at the speed of light. So I was just like killing everything from across the room. I was like, okay, I don't think it's supposed to be this easy.
No, the very end of that one, you fight a dark Jedi as part of like the last bit of the mission, but
Okay.
she's supposed to be like the precursor to Asajj, so she was like his first apprentice.
Yeah.
And she kind of creates a cult and goes there and defies him, which that's
Of course.
the Sith acolyte way. But yeah, there's your 4. That would be fun. I would have a great time with like Dooku being a GL and then sending his minions to die in his place, like kind of like a reverse Bane. Well, actually, no, exactly like Bane.
Exactly like
Allies
Bane.
die. Allies die, except for it's an intended mechanic and it does better than
Yeah.
that's the part that kills. Sorry, this is another tangent, but that's
Tangent
the part
away.
that kills me about Andor's kit is so much power being stuck behind Luthen having to die. I'm like,
Yeah.
really? We couldn't have thought of a better way to do this than making Luthen die? All right,
Yeah.
whatever.
It is what it is.
Give up my 3 banners, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. That's kind of my bigger issue with any units that kind of rely on the sacrifice mechanic. It's like, I don't want to lose banners. GAC is already banner pinchy enough.
Yeah. Some of the things have to change mechanically to get that to sit down, right?
Mm.
We're just like,
Yeah.
they would need to change.
I mean,
where-
Dooku's. If you had GL Dooku that was sending people to die, can they just be captive instead? So they're not dead. So it preserves your banners, but they're removed from battle.
they enter stasis.
Yeah, exactly. That would be the perfect way to do it. All right, Karth, I know you have things to do. We were on a schedule today, weren't we? So I don't want to. Supposed to be yard work. Yard work.
Yeah.
Mrs. Karth has some expectations, I think.
I've already done half the yard work. The other part is continuing to clean up stuff around the house.
Oh, fun times. Selling a house is the least stressful job. Oh, no, sorry. The most stressful thing you go through.
Yeah, there you go. There's the right side of the coin, to be honest.
Yeah. Fuck that. All right, cool. I guess we'll wrap it up. Are we here next weekend? I think we are, aren't we?
Next weekend, yes. The weekend after, no. I am gone the weekend second. So
There we are then. Thank you everybody for stopping by for Tribe Talks. I will try to get this uploaded immediately so that I don't forget. Thank you for your questions, and we will see you next week for another episode of Tribe Talks. Peace, everybody. Goodbye.